on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Big Ben Roethlisberger, and the Pittsburgh Steelers as they match up with the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, and the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's get up to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. For the call, we bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check.
And caught right side, Green. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the 27, Dalton. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
In the center for Pittsburgh, Marquise Pouncey, one of the most physical and agile players at his position in the league. A 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. He's a keystone of one of the top offensive lines in the league.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Push him back.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Washington. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The numbers for Mixon last week, 19 carries, 60 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're preparing for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3-12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 39, Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 33 yards that time. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now Dalton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton, his pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This one taken from the 7. He's got daylight. The 30, the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 93-yard kickoff return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. 11 more on that one, and another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throw from Dalton, taken in by Eifert. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Bullock will put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On 2nd down, Snell, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A first carry for Elijah McGuire. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now, Roethlisberger. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ryan Switzer, a touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This will be Dalton again. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Dalton operating in the red zone now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Bullock's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Time here to remind you that coming up later tonight on Sunday Night Football, it's the Seahawks and the Eagles from Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And then tomorrow night on Monday night, more Birds with the Ravens involved in that one. Sadly not taking on the Cardinals or Falcons, though. Instead, they'll match up with the Rams in L.A. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's caught. The former USC Trojan, Xavier Grimble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Roethlisberger now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. His throw caught at about the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's Snell pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
They're going to run again with Snell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Forced out to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the
Still
football.
first down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So it's still first and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ryan Switzer with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Third down from the gun. Dalton looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Snell again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Stepping up, he's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
To throw here, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Dalton here from the gun. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
Come on, fellas.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Escaping the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Geno Atkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On second down now, Snell. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Black 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't
Go
worked
to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Dalton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete here. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Andy Dalton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get him down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Here's Snell yet again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And now running right through it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Sean Williams that time in on the stop. From the 35 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Benny Snell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton to the left side here for Eifert. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Dalton now to pass. And that will be incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Encroachment defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From midfield here, Dalton. His throw incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because
that's caught inside the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. They run on 2nd down with McGuire, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Snell. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Snell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Snell. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run for Snell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Snell, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. A give to McGuire. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you talk to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Roosevelt Nix, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable.
Much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Bengals drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton to the left side here for Eifert. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go. Pick it up, D.
It's do or die for Dalton. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As